Louis Hart for the Ring magazine. Delighted today to be joined here in New York with Edgar Berlanga, ahead of your fight against Hamzah Sheeraz on Saturday in Queens. Edgar, it's good to be speaking to you. How's things? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. All glory to God. I'm here. I'm happy. I'm excited.
Yeah, back in another big fight. Obviously, this one in your hometown. How does it feel? Is it different? Like, what is the fight feeling, especially for a big fight in your career?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, you know, I've already main evented here. You know, three times already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just back home. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I'm anxious to get in that ring and, you know, perform.
Just wanted to touch there. You were just at Cops and Kids, giving away tickets to the local community.
So Cops and Kids is a gym where I grew up. You know, and I came out of as an amateur. You know, going through nationals and stuff, and I used to train there. You know, I used to represent them as well. So for me to give back to them, you know, I gave I think 100 tickets away. So a whole bunch of kids out there, you know, that was in the gym training. Yeah,
so how special is that? I guess that idea of giving back, because you know, once you're at the top, I guess you know to give back to the community must be an extra special feeling as well.
Nah, yeah, for sure. You know, we didn't have that. You know, when I was growing up, when I was coming up, you know, like these young kids, I didn't have nobody, you know, like give me tickets to go to fights, big fights like that. You know what I'm saying, at this level. So for me to do that, you know, it's just blessings, man. I feel like if I could bless the other kids, you know, the kids out there, the youth, you know, and them for them to be able to, you know, touch me and feel me and, you know, take pictures, and I could sign autographs and sign gloves, you know, it's the best feeling in the world. You know, doing it from a gym where I came from.
Do you feel like you have that sense of responsibility of people looking up to you? Would you say, especially when you go to the gyms and you see it?
Yeah, but it comes with it. You know what I'm saying? I know that, you know, I'm a star. I'm a superstar, so, you know, and I bring out good energy, you know what I'm saying? And having those kids there, you know, looking up to me and being able to see me start from nothing, you know, I seen coaches in there that see me grow since I was 7 years old, you know, so it's pretty dope, you know, and I'm happy, I'm excited, you know.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to this Hamzah Sheeraz fight, you know, you had the Canelo fight, and you're pretty fair to say sort of that come down to sort of inexperience on your part and being on a big stage. Do you feel like now you've had that experience and you're back on the big stage, there's a lot to prove to show that, look, I'm at this world level and I deserve to be there?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I'm gonna go in there and do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shine like a superstar. You know, it's gonna be a big night, July 12th. You know, I'm excited. You know, it's just proving to myself, I guess, you know, and because at the end of the day, I know what I'm capable of doing, and I know that, you know, I got the talent, the will, I got everything, you know what I'm saying, to be who I should become in the sport of boxing, and that's a legend.
Do you feel like that makes a difference when it comes to fighting Hamzah Sheeraz? Is what is, you know, maybe your mentality, your experience as well?
Of course, I got bigger fish to fry, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not letting that man come in there and take on what's mine. You know what I'm saying? I've been working hard. I've been boxing since I was 7 years old. You know, I've been boxing for damn near over 20 years. And I'm not going to let a man like that, you know, come into my territory and take what I got. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to kill me in there. You know, and that's not happening, so.
Yeah, that's the case, I guess, especially it being in New York as well. You know, it's only you and him in the ring, but you must feel that sense of you've got a different level of support or power. Yeah. No, I'm in my hometown, there's nothing that he could do, I guess.
There's a different energy over here, you know what I'm saying? He's going to feel it. You know, that energy's different. It's not like him fighting in the UK, you know, with those fans, you know. New York fans is rough, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, it's just me and him in that ring, you know? And like I said, I'm going in there to shine, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's superstar status this weekend. And, you know, all glory to God.
You said at the launch press that you feel like you've already beat him because you're treating him as your Canelo. Do you still feel that mentality? You still feel like, look, I've already beat him?
Yeah, we already won. Yeah. We already won the fight. It's already in the scriptures. I already won the fight. I just got to go there and just show up Saturday and take my dub, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And move on to the next thing.
And I guess when you do compare it to yourself and Hamzah, you feel like there's a case of like, you know, you're just built different to someone like him?
Yeah, I'm built different. And I don't give a fuck what they working and they trying to do. You know, I don't care about that. They can have an army with them. They can have a whole, I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I know what's written for me, and I know what I'm in line with, and I know that, you know, I got bigger things, man. I'm telling you, you know, it's a lot more things that's gonna happen for me. That's for me to become great. You know what I'm saying, in the sport of boxing, and I won already, bro. I already know. You know what I'm saying. I just, like I said, I gotta go in there Saturday and just perform.
Yeah. What's the issue with Andy Lee, his trainer?
Nah, I don't got no issue with him. It's just you know, I already went up against him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you can't beat him, then join him.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
You know, and Andy Lee, you know, he's a trainer at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in there to give him no clout or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's a retired fighter. You know, he got to play the corner. You know, I'm fighting his fighter at the end of the day. So.
Have you enjoyed this build-up, I guess, the back and forth between yourself and Hamzah? Like, do you enjoy that side of the game?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's entertainment at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Outside of boxing, I'm humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm humble. I give back. I love my people, you know. I make sure that I'm there with the less fortunate people. I'm always giving back, you know, feeding the homeless. You know, you see today I gave 100 tickets to the kids and stuff, so that's who I am. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's boxing, it's entertainment, you know, so I got to turn it up for the fans, you know. Right now I'm low, you know, I'm low energy, I'm chilling, I'm calm, but, you know, as the, you know, days go by, I'm you know, turn it to Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saw it, but obviously I think it was a couple of days ago, obviously Hamzah was walking around New York asking people if they knew who you were. Was that a bit frustrating? Like, what did you make of that from Hamzah doing that?
He's a clown, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna let me. I wouldn't do that. Yeah. Walk around London and acting. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? He's a fan. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a fan after we fight. I'm gonna bring him to my after party.
Okay. You know, do you believe that he'll sit and want to trade with you when it comes to that fight? And that excite you if he wants to.
Let's see. I mean, I know he likes to, you know, he'll stay there and put his hands up and take some punches, you know, but let's see, you know, it's different. Like I said with me, you know, once you get touched by me, it's different, you know. But hey, if he does, then, you know, it is what it is, man. You know the outcome of that, you know. But I know what type of game plan they're going in there with, you know. And they think that I'm going in there swinging for the fences, you know what I'm saying? I'm sharp, man. I'm sharp. I'm intelligent. I got IQ. I got everything, bro. Foot movement, head movement, great jab. I could take a punch. You want to hit me? He's not gonna be able to hit me, but if he gets in a good shot, I'm ready for everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all our shit is checked off.
Yeah. Is the bet still ahead as well with him?
Of course, 100,000. Yeah. You better bring that cash too. Yeah. I want it cash. I want that shit cash in my pocket.
And just before we do sign off, you know, let's say he wants to trade in the pocket of you, you fully believe that, you know, you'll get him out there before 12 rounds?
Oh, of course, 1,000%. Yeah. 100%.
Stuff, Edgar.
But remember, everybody in a fight, the first half of a fight, everybody got energy, you know, the build up, you know, the fans screaming, everybody's gonna have the condition. It's after that second half. It's that second half when the fight really settles in, you know what I'm saying, when everything simmers down, you know what I'm saying? The fight not going to be at a high pace the whole 12 rounds, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll simmer down eventually. It happens every fight. You see every fighter, every fight. You know, there's a high pace at the end, and then second half comes in, and that's it, everything starts, and then you really see who a fighter is, you know what I'm saying? Fatigue starts setting in, doubt, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you keep putting that pressure, putting that willpower, and you break them down.
So the plan is, I guess, by saying that, you want to sort of overwhelm and drown in there, would you say?
Yeah. Whatever we got to, you know what I'm saying, whatever we, you know, my game plan, what we got, and, you know, once I go in there, you know, I'm like the Matrix. I'll start figuring him out. I'll figure him out, you know what I'm saying, quick.
Yeah. Stuff. Edgar, appreciate taking time to speak to me. All the best against Hamzah Sheeraz on Saturday.